General Kenobi.
No. He was a Sith. No, I'm telling you, he was a Sith. He used a drunken Oh, sorry, I was just discussing with Yoda the fact that Jar Jar was a Sith. And the fact that the Jedi Council couldn't see it. Guys, welcome to the Casual Jedi, where we're going to cover all things cosplay, Star Wars related, fan fiction, lore, and anything that the good George Lucas put his hands on. Stay tuned. On this episode, we're going to be putting an interior in this bucket. And on future episodes, we're going to do lightsaber tech. We're going to take Yoda apart one of these days. I'd really like to see the animatronics inside Yoda here. Because I want to see if I can reprogram them. But welcome to the Casual Jedi. Stay tuned. We're going to go through the steps on how to put a liner inside this bucket today. All right, so obviously the first thing we need is we need a template to get this inside here because we need foam to line the inside. So what I'm going to do is this one doesn't need as much face covering. So I'm going to start my template probably here. I'm going to take a pencil. I kind of want this to be in two pieces, guys. So what I'm actually going to be doing here is I'm going to make two halves that are going to lead to about there. All right. Then I'm going to make a third piece to go on the top, to sit on the top of the head. So I just want to trace this outer edge for right now. I want to get my paper lined up here, and I am just going to go ahead and trace the outside of this. Now here's the really cool part about this. Now I have the template for both sides because this is a mirrored unit. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut my template out. I don't need the bucket. I can put the bucket out of the way for right now. I need to make the two inner pieces that I'm going to put the vinyl on. And those inner pieces, I use foam for that. It's not real super thick foam, but if I want to contour a section, I will stack foam up. Take my template. Now, this isn't normal paper, guys. This is cardstock. And the reason I use cardstock is it's a little bit heavier. And what I'm going to do is, since I know without a shadow of a doubt that this top edge here is completely straight, I'm going to lay my template on that straight section. Now I use a paint marker to mark this. It's a little easier to see. You can do a Sharpie, any type of marker. Just like a pen or a pencil is just not going to be dark enough to see so you can make your cuts. So I need two of these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and continue rolling on my flat edge so I don't waste any of this material. And I'm going to meet it in the middle so that I can just make one cut and then cut it down the middle. I'm not sure if you guys can see all of this, but this usually takes a couple hours because you've got glue that needs to dry and all kinds of stuff like that. So I've got my template marked out for my two sides. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this out. Now, a lot of people are going to look at me and go, well, John, why didn't you do it the other way so you could just wrap one piece around? Ah, smart, right? Here's the thing. I always will make the pieces bigger and then cut them down to shape. So I want them to meet at the back so when you take the sections out, you can take just specific sections out. So either way, it was going to end up getting cut down the middle anyway. So it doesn't matter how I laid out my template, I should be fine. So I'm just taking scissors here, guys. I'm cutting along the lines. Now, again, because I'm using this template, this is actually a little bit bigger than I'm going to need it. So I'll show you kind of what I do after this to get it down to size. And this is something I've always done, guys. It makes every piece really unique because no two interiors are going to end up being the same. Now I need my bucket back. And I'm going to leave one of these pieces of foam down here so I have something to press up against. And I'm going to basically go, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I'm going to go to the back of the visor. All right. And I'm looking and I'm seeing I am not all the way here. So I'm going to trim out a little bit for the visor. I'm going to line this up perfect now. And yeah, a lot of you guys are probably going to say, well, why are you doing this again? You just cut and marked that template. It's custom fit, guys. Custom fit. All right, so once I've got it trimmed up, I just do a quick test fit and make sure they meet in the middle nicely. Now, obviously, the line's not perfectly straight because the inside of the bucket's curved. So I'm going to do a little bit of a trim at the top here just to push them down. And the next thing is not going to require the bucket again because I'm going to be wrapping these in vinyl. Now, if I don't put something down before I start this, the wife is going to murk me. So let me get some cardboard real quick, guys. All right, guys, so this step is a chemically one, so make sure you got your visor, your breathing apparatuses, everything you need. What you're going to do, and it's important, I use the Super 77 because I've used it in automotive applications before and it's been fine. I have heard a lot of people say that they don't like to use the Super 77, and I get it. It's a preference, okay? Any type of contact cement is going to work in this situation. So if it's brush on, spray on, whatever it is. Now, what you want to remember is the foam's got a natural curve to it. So I'm going to work to the curve, meaning I want this to be on my face. So I want my curved surface to face down. And I'm going to place this in a spot where I can cut about 1 inch all the way around. All right. I'm going to mark it off so I know where it is. You can use pencil for this, guys. It will mark so you can see. Then I am going to take and I am going to spray a little bit of this down on the vinyl itself. And then on this inside edge. And then we wait. Because this stuff gets tacky over time. So we're going to let it air dry for about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to place it back where it was. We're going to trim it out, fold the edges over, and we got our first piece done. All right, guys, it's been a few minutes. So this one is stuck down for now. And what I noticed while I was waiting for this to dry is this piece fits very nicely right here, and I've got enough material to wrap around. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this, but I'm going to flip this over. It's the reason why I use this paper, so I can keep folding it over. I'm going to flip that over so I don't get any glue on the vinyl face. And I'm going to hit this side now. And if you get a little bit of overspray, it's not that big of a deal because you're going to be gluing to the back of this anyway. And then, of course, I got to do... And again, we wait. All right, guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. This is nice and tacky now. I'm going to go ahead and get this laid in place. Again, I got to make sure that I've got about 1 inch, maybe a ½ inch I can get away with all the way around. And bingo, we are done. I'm going to go ahead and cut these two pieces apart. so I can work with them individually. Now, anybody who's ever done any custom interior panels or anything like that, you know that, the fit and finish of this is very important. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around this whole thing and I'm going to trim this so that I have an even spacing all the way around. And of course, it's all covered in glue, so it's sticky. Now, unless you're going for like award-winning, has to be absolutely perfect, this is your personal preference, guys. However you want to trim this inside, whatever color. If you order one from me, you can pick your interior color. I will make it whatever color you want. All right. And now what I'm going to do is, just because I want to make sure this doesn't go anywhere, the next thing I'm going to recommend, I should have already done already, but you're going to want to glove up. All right, you're going to hold the corner. You're going to start from one side. You're going to work in. Now, you're going to notice something. Oh, hey, John, there's a tab there. Yep, there is. And you're going to just go ahead and you're going to trim that off. You want to make sure you're pushing on the edge. That eliminates any chance of bubbles or anything like that. And again, just going to trim that. All right, last section. Again, you're going to fold it over. Make sure you're squeezing it. And then quick trim. And there you have it, your first interior section. I'll take a little bit of Velcro, I'll put it on the back and Velcro it to the inside of the bucket. All right, now this is a pro tip. What I do with my Velcro is I'll take a Velcro strip, I fold it, peel the one side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this adhesive to my advantage. I'm going to place it right here on that joint. And you'll notice I've got the one piece here already. So I do this, and when I do it this way, I make sure that I don't do the two sides the same. Why do I do it that way? Well, it's actually really easy and simple. If I take these out and I set them down, I don't remember what side they go in. All I gotta do is look at the Velcro. And now I know how they go in. And the adhesive from the Velcro helps hold the vinyl in place now. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put this in. Show you guys how this is done. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to peel all of my plastic off of my Velcro. And I'm going to very carefully start at the front, get it lined up where I want it, and I'm just going to push down. And there you have it. So there's one section. All right, guys, so that's the back panel. I'm going to do the top now. Now, what I'm going to do at the top is, instead of doing a round thing, I'm going to actually be doing two strips in the middle. I'm going to do two strips in the middle, one in the front, one in the back. All right, guys, so there's the top portion with the three in. Obviously, I gotta smooth that down a little bit, but there you go. Got that interior. Guys, thank you for tuning in. If you want more information on these buckets, you can go ahead and visit this link at my Ko-Fi. These are available for commission. You can specify color, everything like that. So do me a favor. If you're not following me already, please click that subscribe button, ding that notification bell. I'm going to be putting out all kinds of cosplay how-to content over the next few months, and you're really not going to want to miss it. Thanks for tuning in. May the Force be with you.